I used to be terrified of this screen. One wrong command, and I thought I'd delete my entire life. But then I learned 5 dead simple commands that replaced everything I was doing in Finder or Windows Explorer. And suddenly, the terminal became my favorite tool. Today, I'm going to show you those exact 5 commands so you can use the terminal without fear and actually feel like a power user. If I can do it, you definitely can. All right, so the first command we're going to explore today is going to be the ls command. This is going to be the GUI equivalent of opening a folder in Windows or File Explorer. So the first basic command is going to be ls, and that'll just list out everything in your system in that folder. Now it's in a really long, hard to read format, so there's some things we can do to make it a little bit easier to read. So first we'll do the list view. So that's going to be ls-l. And this will give you a long list view of all of the files in the directory you're in. The next one is going to be ls-a, which will also show hidden files, because there's a lot of files in this directory that you can't see right now. So when I hit this command, you'll see that you've got the dot files as well as some other files in there. So what we can do is, to make this a little more readable as well, is to ls-a and L. So it's in the list form and you have all the hidden files. Now, as you can see, all the file sizes are in like thousands and just numbers. It doesn't really show you like what the kilobytes or anything like that is. So if you want to see it like that, we're going to go ls-l, a, and then H is to make it human readable. So now you have it in kilobytes or thousands. Basically, you can see it in a more human readable form, and that's the ls command. It's instant. You can sort it, you can add it to scripts, and it's actually a lot quicker than going through different folders and looking through different folders. And that brings us to the next command, which is the cd command. The cd command is the way you navigate between different folders. So if I clear an ls, you'll see that the blue highlighted words are folders and the white are files. So we have a folder called downloads here, and Linux is case sensitive, but there is autocomplete, and sometimes it will complete for you if you don't have the case right. But in this case, on this system, you're going to have to type the case incorrect. You're going to have to type in the case right. So as you can see, I've got a downloads folder. So we'll go to the downloads folder. So what you'll type is cd and then downloads, if I can type it. And now we're in the downloads folder. And if you want to go back to the home folder itself, you can either go cd or cd space the tilde. We'll go cd and just go back to the home folder. We'll ls and see everything we have in here. Now we can go cd capital DOWN and hit tab, and it'll take us to the downloads folder, and we're in the downloads folder now. And you can ls what's in the downloads folder as well. We'll hit cd to go back to the file system here. So now if you're in the downloads folder, ls, there's a Tor browser directory. So we'll go here. But if you go cd, this will take you all the way back to the home directory. If you want to just go back to the directory before, you're going to go cd ... And now we're in the previous folder, which is the downloads folder. I'll hit cd again to go to the home folder. And now, as you'll notice, when I list out the home folder, this is the home folder of the user. There is a folder that contains all of the root files as well, and that's going to be cd/. Now be careful in here, because this is the root folder. This is where if you start messing with things, you could destroy the entire system. Just brick your machine. So basically stay out of the root unless you're doing specific actions that you've studied in those directories. And we'll just hit cd and go back to the home folder, ls, and you can see there we're in the home folder. So the next command we're going to use is grep. This is to search inside files. Okay, so we're going to go into, so we're in the downloads folder, and I have a file called kitty.conf. I want it to find me any instance of the word kitty searching in the current folder, and I want it to display any of the lines that have the word kitty in it. So I'll go grep, and then I'll go kitty. So in this current directory that I'm in, which was the downloads folder, it looks through everything in the downloads folder, every file possible, and finds the instance of the word kitty and what line it's in. So as you can see, most of the kitty, if not all, are in the kitty.conf file here. So it's showing me all of the instances of the word kitty in the kitty.conf file. So I know that the kitty.conf file has a word called background in it because I've changed the background of my kitty in kitty config. So I would go grep R, that's to search everything in this folder, and then I'll just go the word background. And I know it's going to be for the most part in, okay, so the current theme.conf. This is actually fast fetch. So it went into my fast fetch folder and found the word background, which is in the current theme.conf file. So the purple is the file that it's in, and the red is the actual word you grepped, you searched for. And as you can see here in this file, we also have the word background. So it went through the entire downloads directory and showed me everything that had the word background in it. You can also make it case insensitive by using the -i flag so that no matter what, it'll just look it up exactly as it is. Now you can also grep, so we'll do grep-r-in and then the word kitty. So now it's gonna show me every instance of the word kitty, and it's gonna tell me what line in that file, in green here, that the word kitty applies to. So later on, when you're a little more advanced, you could actually use other combinations of commands and searching for specific lines to manipulate them without actually having to dig into that file and find the line. Also, if you were to go into the kitty.conf file with an editor and you have line numbers on the left, you'll be able to find exactly what line that is and get to it really quick. If you're using something like NeoVim, you could just search for that line number and boom, you've got the line that you're looking for. The next command I really enjoy is called FZF, which is Fuzzy Finder. Fuzzy Finder, you start it up and it will search everything. I'll type in the word kitty. And that's the only file that I have, the only file, not words within a file. That's the only file I have that has the word kitty in it. So Fuzzy Finder found the word kitty in there for me. So if you do FZF-E, it'll look for the exact specific what you typed in. So it found the exact match for .jsonc because I used the -E flag. Now if I was to do something like .jpeg, there's a lot of .jpegs, but it's only finding me .jpeg. It's not finding me if there was .jpeg within the structure of another string. It's just finding me .jpeg. So let's look here. You've got current theme, right? So I'll type in current. So it's also got the word current there too. And it would stay showing me the word current even if I put in theme. But since we're asking for an exact match, it's going to show me only the thing that is exactly what I'm typing out. Now, of course, if you do like the letter A, it's going to show you everything with the letter A in it. It's going to show you everything with the letter J in it, and it's going to go down the line. But if I put JA, it's only going to show me where JAs are. And if I put .JA, it's only going to show me what has a .JA in it. And you can hit Q to get out of there, enter, and clear the screen, go back to the home folder with CD. And the next command is curl. This is a way to download objects from the web without using a web browser. You can actually check with this if a website is up too. So we'll go curl www.google.com. And we got a bunch of stuff. As you can see, it's definitely up. So that just brought up all of the information from google.com. Of course, it's a bunch of code. You can't read it here. Looks like it's either HTML or, yeah, it looks like it might be HTML code, because it basically just took the google.com front page and dumped all of that data here. Curl is really good for downloading files from, say, GitHub, or if you have a specific movie file somewhere, or you need to download a specific type of configuration from a file folder somewhere on the web. Curl is a great way to do that. All right, so there's a really cool website that was set up to display weather information right to your terminal. So we'll curl wttr.in/Los + and it's gonna give me the weather for Los Angeles here. Boom. So curl goes to that website, wttr.in/whatever region you selected, and it pulls this information and puts it right in your terminal. And in this case, it gives it to you in a way that you can read it because it's made to do that. If you were to do something else like curl www.yahoo.com, it's just going to give you, okay, well that didn't even work. So curl, does Yahoo even exist anymore? Curl www.youtube.com. Yeah, so there's just too much there. So like I showed you before, curl www.google.com. I guess that works because it's a little stripped down. It's just going to give you all of the HTML there. But if you curl wttr.in/Moscow, it'll give you the weather for Moscow. Not terribly cool, but definitely some rain in the future. So let's recap. ls lists out the files in the folder you're in. cd is the command used to navigate between different folders. grep searches inside files and folders for exact strings that you specify. fzf is a very powerful tool to help you find anything on your computer. And curl is the tool used to download content right from the web to your terminal. If you ever get stuck with any of these commands, just type the word man and then the command you want to know more about, and that will show you the entire manual on how to use that command. Open your terminal right now and try ls-al. Next time I'll show you 5 commands that do things the GUI can't do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you like Linux content like this, feel free to buy me a coffee. It really helps me to create more educational Linux content for you guys. My Ko-Fi link is in the description. Also, what's the scariest command you've ever run? Anything I left out? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.